Hey yo, what's up? You know what it is. It's the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And of course, I gotta welcome you guys back to another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks on the WWE Backlash. I'm not even gonna waste no time, man. I got the results as usual in front of me so we can go through the highlights, the lowlights, and everything in between. We start off as usual with our kickoff match with the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger taking it over Aiden English. I will say that even all that, just to say two things about Aiden English, is that even since Simon got left, he's been trying to do his own thing and trying to find his own way, his own light, and his own shine. But this is going to be Aiden English's career for quite a while because he got to work his way back up because he's a tag team wrestler in the singles division, da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do with Ty Dillinger over time. I see him being a hot mid card talent, you know what I'm saying, and work his way up, and maybe he might get to that championship in a couple years, but we will see about that. In our opening contest, my boy Shinsuke took it over Dolph Ziggler, and they went back and forth. I'm like, it wasn't just this one side of the fur. It's like Dolph Ziggler had the majority of the match, but then Shinsuke just took it over with that KO double S, you know what I'm saying, and just went at him, and then he finally got him. I'm like, for my understanding is that they've been doing house shows for a minute. It's like since Nakamura got called up, so it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's good that they had that familiarity, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, and they were able to put together a great match because of it. So man, shout out to the both of them, man, put on a clinic with Shinsuke taking it over Dolph. The Usos beat Breezango. I'm like, the thing is that I kind of thought that, that they was ready to put the belts on Breezango with all his fashion police shine and all that stuff. I'm like, this was a great and interesting match because the Breezango kept it interesting. But at the end of the day, man, the Usos are still your champion, so it just seemed that that's just the direction that they want to go in at the moment. But I don't think we've seen the last of Breezango being anywhere near the tag team championship, anywhere in that orbit trying to win them. Sami Zayn beat Baron Corbin in another surprise. I really thought I'm like, I don't know what they want to do with my boy Baron Corbin. I'm like, it's like at first I was really sure because I really thought that, man, he was gonna win the title off Dean at WrestleMania, and that didn't quite happen. And it's like Corbin has been like in the midst of things for a minute now, but it is what it is. It's good to see Sami Zayn get a win, but I don't know what that means for him. Giving results from the rest of the night, but I don't know if he's gonna be floating in this boy KO orbit anytime soon because that is your mid-card title. But we'll see how it flows for the both of them. The welcoming committee of Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina beat Naomi, Charlotte, and Becky. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I did not see this finish coming. I did not see Natalya putting Becky Lynch in the sharpshooter. You couldn't have told me that would have been the finish, and I'd have believed you. The question is that what does this mean for the SmackDown Women's Division? That's the only thing you can really ask her is Natalya up for that next shot? Is that how they finna go at this? Is how they want to come at it and come around it? We'll see. We'll see. And I will say this real quickly that I haven't had a chance to. James Ellsworth been killing it. I'm like. At first, he was the dude with no chin winning matches against AJ Styles, but he didn't start clowning for real since he didn't start to open up more being around Carmella. So man, I'm like, shout out to James Ellsworth doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, just showing a little love. I don't think this the way the match was supposed to end of the night. Kevin Owens beat AJ via countout because AJ got his leg stuck in the announce table. I do not honestly think that was the intended finish. But the referee had to count to 10. And from my understanding of how wrestling works is that you count 10 when you have to. You count pins, and they are what they are, even if they aren't what it was that was scripted when we went out there. What it was supposed to be, only the real smarts know. Because somebody probably know what this intended finish actually was, and trust me, in a couple of days we gonna know if that information ain't on the internet right this second. But regardless of the finish of this match, that match was they took it to each other. I'm like, when you get two great wrestling talents in the ring at the same time, greatness happens, and this was greatness just marred by accident. Because honestly, like I said, I do not believe that was the intended finish. But I have a feeling, given its intended finish, is that They're going to have a rematch somewhere down the line if it ain't Tuesday on SmackDown. Harper beat Rowan, and I don't have nothing to say about this, man. They had a nice little back and forth. It's like, it's good to see. It's good to see that they wanted to, you know what I'm saying, to get them familiar, to get back in the business, because Luke Harper been doing his thing. Eric Rowan just came back, and it's like, even though they trying to sit up here and give him a little pushy push, you didn't want to just put him in there with anybody. So get him in there with something familiar, make it about previous Wyatt family business, and let him go, man. It's like, yo, two great talent doing their thing. It's like, you know what I'm saying, it's a shame that, and like, we could go into what happened at WrestleMania a couple years ago with Eric Rowan. We could do that, but this is not the time or place. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting for 2 seconds. I really thought they were finna do some real dirt with the boy Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt, but they didn't really pull the trick on that. So it'll be interesting to see what their trajectories are from here, given this match and its results. We live in a world where Jinder Mahal is the WWE champion. We live in a world where Jinder Mahal is the WWE champion. Regardless of how he won it, the bullshit that was involved in it, it was a alright match. You know what I'm saying? Same brothers as usual getting involved. I'm like, because I kind of saw this at the ending anyway, because it's like SmackDown land opportunities. Randy Orton wasn't going to be champion for long. He shouldn't have been the champion at all. But they probably just wanted to find some excuse to keep his ass on SmackDown or something after the Superstar shakeup. I'm not really sure, one way or the other. But regardless, we live in a timeline where Jinder fucking Mahal is the WWE champion. If I look outside, am I gonna see pigs flying? Is it icy way, way, way down under? I'm not really sure at all. Not anymore. Was at one point. Ain't at this point at all. I'm like, we live in a world. We live in a world where Jinder Mahal is the WWE champion. I have no idea or clue what this means for the title picture. Who finna go at him next? Because Randy gonna want his rematch. Is this just one of those, we let you in it tonight, but Tuesday Randy's gonna RKO you and things are going to go back to normal? Or they actually finna give him a legitimate title reign? I'm like, yo, Jinder been kicking ass though since he did. It's like last year when he was palling around with I got kids, man, you know what I'm saying? They was trying to come back. We gonna bring back 2-man band, do all this. And you know what I'm saying? He went on his own, did his own thing for a minute. Inaugural SmackDown Tag Team Champions with that man Rhino. And did his thing. And it's like Jinder was just like flowing back and forth. I'm like, we talking about the same dude about 3-4 months ago was running around with Rusev and Lana taking L's. Is now the WWE champion. I'm awestruck, dumbfounded. Name a what now? I'm that, and it's like I'm just like, okay, I guess. What you gonna do about that? Yo, that was a pay-per-view. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it wasn't really that much to write home about. It was a eye pay-per-view with the Shinsuke Dolph joint, with that weird finish to KO and AJ. And Jinder Mahal being a champion. It was an eye pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? It was an eye pay-per-view. It wasn't the best pay-per-view I've ever seen. But it's like, it had some bright spots. And most of those bright spots came at some laughter moments in the Usos Breezango match. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is with that. So, again, like I say, it's going to be interesting to see, like, what's going to happen and how things are going to flow from here. I'll be back 2 weeks on this when Extreme Rules comes, and at that point we're gonna determine who Brock actually going to murder next. So that should be interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get up out of here. You know what it is. It's the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And I'd like to thank you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks on. And with that, I'll holler at you guys next time, man. Peace out.